What's up, guys? Conspiracy Rabbit here. I'm gonna start doing these quick video news reports during my breaks at work, because sometimes I do work for a living. I don't do videos for a living, so I try to get these articles and the news to you whenever I can, and just other videos. So this video is off my phone. But anyways, Princess Diana crash witness. I saw them murder her, and we have had many witnesses that have come forward over the years, and this could be old news to some of you, but this article is off of the old website, yournewswire.com. They're actually, they are newspunch.com right now. But anyways, I'm going to give the link in the description below. There's a lot of interesting quotes within this article, and it's no secret that, especially in the alternative side and the conspiratorial side, that Princess Diana was murdered by some type of some dark force within their own government, and it's definitely some type of conspiracy going on. It's just too much evidence, and the thing is just what exactly happened, for what purpose, for what agenda. You know, there's a lot of questions that are really unanswered. But anyways, let's go and get into the article. A lawyer who witnessed the crash that killed Princess Diana in Paris claims that she was murdered by dark forces within the British establishment. And as a witness to the crash, Mr. Colberth claims Diana's car was intentionally pushed off the road by men in dark suits, and that attempts to resuscitate her were deliberately blocked. Quote, "I always thought it was suspicious that other forces played a hand, but now 20 years on, I question more than ever whether it was a genuine accident. I just think it's dubious," Mr. Colberth said. And also he stated, "If that's the princess, why did it take 20 minutes to get her, and when she was finally released from the car, why did they pass one hospital and take her to another?" And some very good questions within this article, and as a lot of other researchers have brought these questions up before. A lot of these questions are really nothing new under the sun, but the thing is, we can't leave something alone, especially when something dark, sinister has happened, some type of conspiracy has happened, such as Princess Diana's death. It's just too many unanswered questions. And if we leave it alone with pretty much any major catastrophe or death, and if there's some kind of foul play going on, if we leave it alone, it's going to eventually be swept under the rug, and then people are going to forget about it, and they're going to move on to something else, the next Lady Gaga song or something. But we can't leave these topics alone, because that's what they want us to do. They want us to forgive and forget that all this bullshit happened, so that we would never question some of the craziness and unanswered things that go along with some of these bullshit stories. But anyways, the Mirror reported on this story, and News Punch is just giving their take. But he also stated, "Our taxi driver stopped a few feet from their limo," Mr. Colberth recalled. He explained France has a good Samaritan law, and it was our duty to stop and help. We got only a few feet away from their Mercedes. The car was on the wall, and front passenger door was already open." And he recalled, "We didn't hear the bang as the crash happened. Just as we go into the tunnel, their car was smoking. The muffler from the exhaust was on the floor. I went over, and Trevor Reese Jones had his legs out of the car and was holding a towel or something to his nose, and he was bleeding heavily. There were only 4 or 5 of us there, so I went over to the car and looked into see if I could help." And he goes on to say, "After 15 or 20 minutes, there was still no paramedic on the scene, and I said to my friends, damn, a junkie on Main Street would get waited on quicker than this. There was only a cop there, and I could see who told us to get back. He kept saying, 'Get away, get away.'" And it goes on to say some more. Mr. Colberth goes on to say more things within this article. I'll leave the links in the description below. Check it out for yourself. Give me your thoughts about this article and about Princess Diana.